Hey guys, welcome to Tech and Beer, the only show that's going to give you all the latest tech news. I'm going to show you guys some cool gadgets and we're going to drink a beer. So if you guys want to drink along with the show, make sure you follow me on Twitter where I'll post these beer I'll be having every Tuesday. And that way you guys can go out, pick some up and drink along with the show on Saturday. Sound good? Let's get started. So this episode of Tech and Beer is brought to you by Alcoholics Anonymous. If you feel you have a drinking, just fucking kidding. Fuck Alcoholics Anonymous. Drink up. Let's get to the news. Okay guys, our first news story of the day comes to you from AirLander. It's like a giant airship. And there it is, the AirLander, the giant blimp thingy that floats in the air. It's apparently about 150 feet long. It can hold up to 19 passengers for a 3-day cruise. It's a little bigger than the Airbus A320. Here's some photos of the inside of it. First developed in 2012 as a surveillance aircraft for the United States Army, the AirLander 10 returned to the UK in late 2013 when the Army canceled the airship program. Hybrid is now developing the AirLander for a variety of civilian uses, including freight, advertising, and luxury passenger transport. But it's not as safe as you think. They got to fix some of it because if you watch the video here, you can see it crashing. Yeah, it totally took a full-on nosedive right into the ground. Look at that. So it looks cool. They got to figure out some safety issues. I don't think any passengers would be really happy when it goes to land and just takes a full-on nosedive into the ground. So I think they get that fixed. I don't know. So that's kind of cool, right? I'm sure it's not going to be cheap, but it's probably cheaper than Jeff Bezos' trip to outer space. But either way, it's going to be a 3-day cruise. Kind of better than a cruise ship itself. I didn't see any gambling on board, so maybe not quite so cool, but getting drunk on an airplane for 3 days straight. At least cruise ships stop at the ports and you can get off to go check out the local stuff. I don't know if the airplane's gonna land every couple of hours for you to be able to go check stuff out, but that'd be cool if it did. But without further ado, let's get into the beer of the week. Blackview Porter by Deschutes Brewery, American Porter, 5.2% ABV, 30 IBU. This is the beer that started it all. A delicate, creamy mouthfeel contrasts with layered depth, revealing distinctive chocolate and coffee notes. Dark and rich, yet easy to drink. Okay, funny story. Right after I poured that beer, that I did my whole skit for however long I did it, I was out of focus. So I drank an entire beer. This is actually 2 beers later, but I drank that whole beer on camera, doing my thing, out of focus. So anyway, so now this is I'm cutting this part in to show you that I'm actually editing the video right now and it's out of focus. But after this part is back in focus. So the beer itself, great beer. Love this beer. It's one of my favorite beers from Deschutes Brewery. It's based out of I think it's up in Oregon. I think Portland. Anyways, I love this beer. I put it in a fancy glass because I feel fancy when I'm drinking it, and I put my pinky out like this, and then I could pretend it's wine or whatever. But it's actually a really good beer. It goes good with steaks and peanut butter and jelly. Whatever, Snickers bars, whatever you got. It actually goes really good with everything. I love this beer. It's one of my favorite beers. So let's get back to editing. You guys get back to watching the video. I'm going to get back to editing. Peace. Okay, our second story today is about motorcycles. That's why I wore this hat. And it says, motorcycles are everywhere on the back. You can't see it. Just take my word for it. So this news comes from Google Maps. Look. Google Maps for motorcycles is now live in much of Eastern Asia, according to RidePart. After initial testing in India, Google Maps has now rolled out the motorcycle transportation choice option in Indonesia, Malaysia, Myanmar, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Thailand, Vietnam, and the Philippines. The motorcycle features in Google Maps include roads and routes that are not accessible to cars and trucks. According to NDTV, when a user selects motorcycle transportation with Google Maps, the routing software looks for the bike-only shortcuts to provide two-wheeler-centric traffic and travel duration and arrival estimates. So this is actually pretty cool. If they actually do bring this to the United States, there is no word of when, but I'm pretty sure they're planning on it, especially since the app maker Waze is owned by Google and they're talking about it. So there's a really good chance that they're going to bring this to the United States. So all my motorcycle buddies out there, this is good news because it's going to find little back alleys and places that cars can't go, and then we get to cut through and skip traffic, and it's going to be really good for us. So if you got your phone mounted or a GPS on your bike, this is going to be good news. Hopefully they bring this to us soon because I'm about to get a new motorcycle and I can't wait to have this on my bike. So that's going to be cool. So let's move on to story number 3. Okay, this comes from AT&T and they're introducing some new cities for their 5G. AT&T is thinking big and mid-size when it comes to its rollout plan for mobile 5G. The wireless giant said Friday it's added Oklahoma City as well as Charlotte and Raleigh, North Carolina to the list of cities slated to get access to AT&T's super speedy network this year. The 3 join Atlanta, Dallas, and Waco, Texas as part of the dozen markets that are supposed to get 5G from AT&T this year. It caught me drinking. Okay, so this is really important. For you guys that don't know anything about 5G, I suggest look it up. It is the future. It's going to be 4G on steroids. You're going to be able to do so much more with far less power. It's going to be less battery consumption. It's going to be everything we've ever wanted in Wi-Fi and data, cellular data network, and it's going to be awesome. And they're slowly rolling it out. And so here's what you need to know about the 5G networks that they're going to be pretty much pushing in 2019. What you need to know now is in case you're in the market for a new cell phone, if I was you, I would wait. I would wait until you are sure that your new cell phone is going to be 5G supportive. It's going to support 5G. 5G is going to work on your phone. Why is this important? Because you're going to have to buy another phone next year to be able to take advantage of all the super awesome things that 5G offers. So if you recently broke your phone or plan on breaking your phone, or your contract's up and you plan on upgrading your phone, if you have to buy a phone right now, I suggest buying a used phone and hanging on as long as you can. Maybe the Galaxy Note 9, maybe the new iPhones that are going to be released this year, maybe the Pixel 3, who knows? But definitely do your research and make sure that new phone you're going to buy is 5G supportive, because otherwise you're going to miss out on all the 5G stuff next year, or you're going to be forced to buy another new phone to get all those features. So that's a little pro tip. Can you guys ever forgive me for the quality of this video? I feel really bad. I don't know what happened. Something went awry and I did not have the foresight to oversee some problems I was having, and I apologize. I apologize so much. I have been punishing myself, sort of rewarding myself. I don't know. It's like a reward because these beers are so good. But I've been punishing myself. I've been just pounding these beers while I'm editing this because it's just, I'm not happy. So with that being said, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, follow me on Untappd, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Facebook. Next week, we're going to introduce a new person to the show. It's going to be a lot of fun. No more focusing issues, I promise. I promise going forward, I will make sure that I'm in focus every time. So thanks for watching, guys. And see you later.